Hey, is the home you're looking to buy hurricane ready? If you're not sure, here's some things to look for. So the elevation is the most important thing when you're looking for hurricane protection. You can't fix your elevation. So over here, you'll see this house is much older and much lower. To my left side, we have a much higher house, a couple feet higher. It is much less money to insure and a much better house and a much safer house. Also, I have sometimes customers asking, well, Ted, I could raise the house. I'm going to show you an example of a house raised and why not to do it. So this neighborhood here flooded about 13 feet in Hurricane Ian. And what I'm going to show you is a single story house where they raised it. And in my opinion, this was a mistake. For all the money they spent in raising the house, they would have been better off just building new. Because at the end of the day, I don't think they're going to get their money out of this house. The elevation looks horrible. It sticks out in the neighborhood. And I'm sure it just doesn't function well with the way the stairwells and all are designed. All right, second on the list of most important is the roof. The roof behind me is made out of metal and shingle. So it's actually, looks like shingle, but it's actually metal. I give them a rating of A+. I've never seen an issue with any of these roofs, and they do great. We're gonna look at a few more roofs down the street. So the roof we have here is called metal with standing seam. They are also an A+ roof. They do great. I strongly recommend the metal roofs. So the roof behind me is a tile roof, and I'm only gonna give tile roofs a B rating. They just don't hold up as well in storm as the others. And because they're individual tiles, they often get blown off or sometimes they're cracked, and we just have issues with them. So this is a B rating when you're shopping for roofs. So the roof behind me is a shingle roof, and I'm gonna give shingle roofs a grade of a C. Now, this specific roof behind here was put on brand new right before Ian and did great. But in general, shingle roofs do very poor in the storms, and I'm gonna give them a C rating. So we've talked about your elevation, we've talked about your roof. The third most important thing is windows and doors. This house has got impact windows and doors, and that's what you want if you can afford it. So right here is a 10-foot impact resistant slider. We're gonna check out impact glass a little bit later, but it's solid. Hey, we're here at this house and this is about to get torn down. And I've always wanted to know about impact glass. Does it really impact? So we're gonna find out today, and we're gonna see if this glass can withstand a sledgehammer.
So excited.
All right, here we go. Let me get the big guns out. Here we go. All right, so I think I'm gonna go with this, and we'll see how it works on this. Here we go. Impact or not impact?
I'm gonna say impact. Well,
impact.
Hold on, let's do the test. Let's do the buyer test. Oh, that's a good one, I don't know.
Natalie doesn't know, we don't know. We'll see. Here we go. Wow! Yeah!
That's a good one.
Impact.
That's
there you go.
Awesome.
Well, we're gonna let Natalie have a shot here. Natalie, what would you like, the crowbar or the sledgehammer?
I think, I don't know.
Sledgehammer, there we go. I mean, crowbar. Let's see what she's got.
Ready?
Whoa!
It's not going anywhere.
I don't think we're getting through that.
I think I'm happy with it.
There we go. All right, I'm here with Hot Natalie, and we're gonna check out if this piece of glass is impact or not. What do you think, Natalie? Impact or not?
Let's do the test. This one sounds a lot different than the other one. I'm gonna go with that it's not impact.
Okay, not impact. Let's find out. We'll see what we say. Okay.
Ready?
I'm gonna go with the crowbar this time.
Woo!
Oh!
I was right.
There you go. Not impact. I don't think that, so there's a difference.
She's
just so
always
you guys
right.
know. All right, down here in Florida, most homes aren't gonna have impact windows. A lot of them do have some type of hurricane protection system that would cover the windows. This house right here has got a Kevlar system. You can manually bring them down, or you could have a remote. I could click the remote and the Kevlar with the screen would come down. Some of them have manual metal shutters. We're gonna take a look at those next. All of them work great. So whether it's the most expensive or the least expensive, in my opinion, they all are phenomenal at protecting your windows and your house from a storm. The huge difference in them is how much labor and time it takes to install them at the time of a storm. So this is 20 minutes, 30 minutes max to do the whole house. Manual shutters, we're gonna see in a second, could take 2 hours, 3 hours. And when you're in a panic and you're trying to get out of town and it's raining and it's windy, 2 or 3 hours could be a lot. All right, at this house has got the garments coming out of it. You'll sometimes see screws along the edge. That's a sign that one, the house doesn't have impact windows, and it's gonna need one of these aluminum panels to make it impact resistant. Now these panels work great in a storm just as well as the $20,000 systems that are automatic. They protect your house just as good. The big disadvantage is they're just a pain to put up. So it's time and hassle. And trust me, when the storm's coming, the last thing you want to do is be trying to sort these things out and trying to figure out which window they go on and where the nuts and screws are. A much better idea is pay the kid $150 that lives down the street that's in high school and have him install your shutters. So a lot of people forget about the garage doors, and to be honest, they're one of the most common things to get damaged in a hurricane. This is a brand new garage door, and look how beefy these beams are. So a generator is something you definitely want on your list if you can afford it. This is the Mac Daddy right here. This is a Generac 48 kilowatt that runs off a 1,000-gallon propane tank, and it'll power this whole house for weeks. All right, if you can't afford a Generac home system, then the next best thing is these portable generators. This one is 7,850 watts. All we gotta do is plug it in. This plug was installed by an electrician. You could have LCEC wire your house where you could plug in a generator. The key on these generators is you've gotta keep them outside. The carbon monoxide is poisonous. Every year somebody dies because they kept their generator inside or they kept it inside the garage. But they're a great economical solution, and I encourage you to get a generator. Check pool cage. So pool cages, in my opinion, are the #1 thing that gets damaged in hurricanes. Since 2003, the code has gotten stricter and stricter with them. They're stronger and stronger today, but they still get damaged. Sometimes they're not even practical to get insurance. So make sure you check out the rating of the pool cage. All right, in summary, what you need to look for in a house for hurricane protection. #1, your elevation, most important. 2, your roof. 3, your windows and doors. 4, get a generator. And lastly, you want to get these reports. Now these reports help educate you and tell you what's going on with the house. One's an elevation report. It'll give you your flood zone and how high it is. The other one that's real helpful is called a wind mitigation report. It's going to tell you the rating on your windows, your doors. It'll tell you how the roof's strapped in, and you could get a 4-point inspection. All these reports are used to get insurance or evaluate how much your insurance costs. So they're necessary for most people no matter what. I hope this information was helpful, and now when you're shopping for a house, you know what to look for. If you got any questions, feel free to reach out. I'm here to help.